James Lunch here for MMA Surge. Happy to be joined by one of the big winners last weekend at UFC 267, Andre Petroski, back here on the program. Andre, how's it going, man?
Doing pretty good. Made it home. Thanks
Yeah.
for having me.
Hey, no, pleasure's all mine, man. First and foremost, just how was the whole Fight Island experience? I know some people like it. Some people don't like all the travel. What was your overall experience? I mean, you got the win, so that's the good part.
I enjoyed it. Abu Dhabi is a place that I've always wanted to go. I've heard all the stories about it, and I've always wanted to travel there. And so I got to see it. And I was expecting us to be locked down and in quarantine, and it was not the case. So I was, that was a pleasant surprise. So we got to see some of Abu Dhabi, which was cool. I met some good people. So I'm excited.
That's great. When did you get noticed about that fight? Because it was kind of like a late addition to the card. Was it kind of like they just called you and you're like, yeah, let's go?
I think it was like Monday or Tuesday before we flew out. So it was like Monday or Tuesday. I had a wedding that weekend. I was like, look, I mean, I'll go, but I can't miss this wedding. I'm the best man on Friday, so just make sure the flight's, Saturday. And we flew out Sunday night, so it all worked out.
Good. Well, that's crazy. Anything about your opponent surprise you? Again, I know you didn't have much notice about him, but was there anything you weren't anticipating that he did in the cage?
Damn, bro. Like, I hit this dude with everything. Like, at one point I had his back, and he went to like roll to his belly, and I hit him with an elbow like right behind the ear. Like, literally, in like when they teach you like striking, they're like, look, if you land this shot behind the ear, like, he's going out. And I hit him with this elbow like so hard right behind the ear. I thought for sure, I was like, oh, he's gonna be dead after this. And he was just like, fine. I don't know, man. Dude, I hit him with a lot, and he ate them all.
But like I said, you came away with the win. You got another stoppage victory. How do you celebrate after a win like that, especially in Abu Dhabi?
I'm hanging out with my daughter the next 2 days. I got her. I have had her today and tomorrow. I kept her at a daycare today, so we're hanging out.
That's awesome. I meant sort of like the night of or the day of, I guess, or whenever it was as far as time wise. I guess it would have been night there, right? How did you enjoy yourself after the win during fight night, I should say?
Yeah. I mean, some people went to Dubai, but most of the guys just stayed in the hotel. There's like a restaurant downstairs, and everyone was kind of hanging out there. Glover came back with the belt. It was cool, man. Mick Maynard was up, and Paul. So there was a lot of guys hanging out. So we all kind of just hung out at the hotel after the fight.
Would you do Fight Island again, do you think, if you were given the opportunity, or would you prefer to fight stateside?
Yeah, I'll go back.
Okay. There you go. Good to know. Got to get your thoughts. We got a big UFC card coming up here this weekend, UFC 268. Justin Gaethje's fighting Michael Chandler right now in Fanduel. Justin Gaethje, the favorite at -210. Michael Chandler, the underdog, +168. Who are you liking in that fight? Who do you think gets it done?
If it was even, I would say Justin Gaethje. At +160, I think Michael Chandler is a good bet, personally. I think that he's got a lot of momentum going into it. Gaethje looks good, though, man. Especially, I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one, honestly. Because I don't think.
Yeah,
I think for Chandler, I mean, he could land a big shot early and knock Gaethje out for sure. But I think that, they're both wrestlers, like, and neither of them wrestle. So it's kind of just like, who's going to get those takedowns at the end of the rounds, and it'll be interesting though.
$500 though. Who are you putting your money on? Would you put it on the dog Chandler because you get that dog money?
165.
Yeah, it was +168. Yeah.
168. Yeah, I think I like that bet.
Okay. I don't disagree, by the way. It's a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. What about the co-main event? We've got Rose Namajunas, Weili Zhang, the rematch. Rose won the first fight. They're doing the rematch right away. Who do you give the edge to in that one?
Typically, I like the loser in rematches. But like Rose is special, and like she showed, especially against Joanna, like she's even better in the rematch. Um, I'm gonna go with Rose on that.
Okay.
And
And
I've
main
heard a couple people tell me, no, I think it's Wang, right? Or Zhang.
Zhang, yeah.
Yeah, a couple people said no, Zhang's gonna get her. I don't know. I like Rose. I might be biased because, dude, I love that girl. She's awesome. Her story's really cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Rose.
And then the main event, Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington, the rematch. Kamaru Usman minus 290 on FanDuel, the comeback, and Colby Covington plus 225. Who are you going there?
Oh man, I wish, I really would like to see Colby win. Not that I even really like him as a person, to be honest. I just would like to see him win, and then I think that would make a great trilogy. But I don't see him beating Usman, man. I think Usman's on another level right now. His Obviously his wrestling's really good, but I think that you can see, especially like against Masvidal, like his striking has gotten so much better too. I don't know if that's a product of him working with Trevor Whitman or what he's doing nowadays. I know he was at Sanford and then he was with the Lima brothers. So I don't know what he's doing, but man, he keeps getting better, and he's tough, man. He's gonna be hard to beat.
When are you looking to get back in there? I mean, you've had two quick fights this year, like since Tough. I know you probably want a bit of a breather, to spend time with your daughter and things like that. You sort of looking next year as far as, well, obviously next year, but when are you sort of looking to have your next fight?
I'll fight in November if they call me.
Really? Okay. Going on
Yeah.
that Donald Cerrone schedule.
I fought 4 times in 6 months. Is that what it was?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think I added it up that way.
Yeah, I want to fight. I want to make a lot of money. I want to be a wealthy person, and I love fighting. Obviously, so
I can tell. Obviously, you're answering the phone. Even with a wedding going on and all that. What is there any opponent you're looking at next, or you just leave that up to your coaches and your management?
the way I see it is like, if you're gonna book me against an opponent, you're gonna book me in February. That's what they're booking right now. They're booking February bouts. So you could put me on February, right? And then I'm gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight in November. I'm not gonna fight in December. I'm not gonna fight in January. So there's 3 months where I'm not fighting. Or I could say, don't book me and call me when you need me. And then I can fight in November. I can fight in December. Someone's going to pop for COVID. Someone's going to be fat and not want to make weight and get hurt and get lazy. Guys don't want to fight. Guys like being fucking just calling themselves UFC fighters. They don't want to fight. So I would rather do that. And then maybe I could fight twice before February.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. Keep active as much as you can. Before we get out of here, what's going on with you and Ariel Helwani? I was kind of paying attention on social media. It seemed like he was throwing some shade at you. I want you to set the record straight here. What's going on? I was curious.
Uh, Sean Brady calls me the morning. This is Wednesday morning. And he's like, Ariel Helwani said, if you come out to Island Boy, he'll put you on his wall. Is it called the Wall of Fame?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So he sends me the video of the song, and I'm like, go fuck yourself. I'm like, there's no way. And we're kind of sitting in the room, and Daniel, my coach Daniel, just keeps playing it over and over. He's like, you got to do it. You have to. And I'm like, come on, man. But like, he does have a point. Like, I mean, I want to be immortalized. So I'm like, all right, you're right. I have to do it. So then I found actually a remix that I actually liked, and I emailed the UFC the next morning. I was like, this is the song. I sent him the link and everything, and she responded with, John D. Roba already took it, already requested that song. And I was like, no, she didn't. First off, I went down and talked to him. I actually went down and talked to the lady,
Mhm.
Heidi, and I was like, well, which one did she send you? And it wasn't the remix that I chose. I was like, it's a different song. Let me come out. And my thought process was like, I fight before her. So, like, I don't really care what she comes out to. Like, I'm going to come out first.
Mhm.
Just let me come out to the song. And they still wouldn't let me.
Why does it matter if you have the same song anyways? How does that even make a difference? I don't
I
get
hear,
that.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It
They got to
wasn't even
change that.
the song. It would have been a remix of it.
Exactly. At least yeah, exactly. You had like a different version of it. So there you go. Oh, well, either way, great to see you get another win here, Andre. Really appreciate the time. Go enjoy some father time. In the meantime, anyone you got to thank, any sponsors, any social media, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I just want to thank Daniel Gracie. He came out all the way to Abu Dhabi with me. Flew out on 5 days notice. So yeah, man, we got the best team right now. Renzo Gracie Philly. I don't know another team. We're 7-0 in the UFC with 6 finishes. I don't know another team in the country that's doing that. I don't see Jackson Wink's team doing that. I don't see the best teams doing that, and I don't know why, more they're not talking about our team. We're 7-0 with 6 finishes in our last 7 fights. So, yeah, shout out to Renzo Gracie Philly and Daniel Gracie. We're doing big things.